the peaks and the valleys of our life, we have to embrace it. And we mustn't try and avoid it and escape it. We have to live in it because peaks and valleys are a sign of a healthy life, chosen ones. And for us especially, with these peaks and valleys, sometimes it's so extreme because who much is given, much is expected. Now correct me if I've said that right or wrong.
Hey, chosen ones! How are you guys doing? So today I wanted to remind you guys that your ups and downs in life are a sign that you are living a healthy life. Okay. Chosen ones, I've been reading a book called Peaks and Valleys. Let me know if any of you have read this book. Today I had an appointment and I thought, let me just grab a book so that whilst I'm waiting, I can read the book. And I chose a book called Peaks and Valleys. I will link the book below. And I got through about 1/3 of the book. But as I was reading the book, something struck me. And what it was that in the book, a guy is complaining about how he has several lows in his life and he doesn't know how to get out of the lows in his life. And sometimes things go well, but a lot of the time things don't go well. And he wants to overcome the difficulties in his life. And there was a senior man who had also experienced the same things this young man had experienced. He had experienced the ups and downs and all of that, but he had learned a very, very special trick about life and about how to deal with life. And before he told him the trick about life and how to kind of navigate life, one of the things he said was that, have you seen a heart monitor? So guys, have you seen what a heart monitor looks like? I'm going to post a picture here. Okay. So you can see that with a heart monitor, it shows that the heart has lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. Okay. And those are the peaks and valleys of life. You can literally relate that to life. Where your heart is not, up, up, up all the time or low, low, low. It is low, up, right? And that is a sign of a healthy heartbeat. And when comparing it to life, a healthy life. Because think of it like that. What if the heartbeat line does not have the squiggles anymore, but it's just one straight line? What does that mean? Yes, it means death, right? And so when you're looking at that in terms of life, if your life is just one straight line, one constant neutral line, it means that you are not living, right? The sign of a healthy life is when you have ups and downs. So just like a heartbeat, your life needs to be up and down to make it a normal and healthy life, okay? So chosen ones, your peaks and valleys, your ups and downs, your difficulties, challenges, and your good times are all part of life, and we have to learn to deal with it, okay? The other thing the older guy told the young guy is that how you view your life has a big impact on how your life will turn out. So in other words, if you choose to see something from a negative perspective, for example, you get a silver medal for achieving an amazing and outstanding performance in an event, okay? You should be so happy and excited about that silver medal you get. But as soon as you now start comparing the silver medal to a gold medal, what does that do? That makes you want the gold medal and then not appreciate the silver medal. So the point is that how we view our lives has a very big impact on how we will experience life. So when you are going through lows, don't think of it as a low. Think of it as a time where you are learning something, a time where you are growing, a time where you are, being molded, okay? And a time where you can take something from that difficult and challenging season. You can think of it like, what is this teaching me? What am I learning from this experience? And then hopefully not go through it again. Or when you're having serious highs and you've done something, you achieved something, just remember that it's there now, but it's not going to last forever, because chosen ones, nothing stays the same forever. We are constantly moving forward. So then this leads me on to the next point that, a lot of people sometimes can go through difficult seasons, and we are all cut differently. And I say, chosen ones, we we have an ability to handle very difficult situations. We have the ability to see through situations. We have the ability to be able to kind of like maneuver situations to our benefit. Not everybody has that, okay? And because of that, people will avoid situations rather than face them. How? By possibly drinking too much, or taking drugs, or finding other recreational situations that can take them away from reality. And the truth of the matter is that if you want to grow and if you want to develop as a person, you have to face your situations head on. You have to be open to experiencing challenging situations, okay? The Queen's funeral was on Monday, the 19th. That was yesterday, okay? And it seemed like it was so well organized. It was just planned meticulously, okay? And there was so much involved in it. And I can imagine that if I was a part of this event, for example, if I was King Charles, I was Prince William, or Prince Harry, or one of the royals, you would feel such a heavy burden or such a big duty on yourself to make sure that the funeral was taken through in the right protocols, in the right way, and it is done according to royal standard. That would be a lot of pressure. And in the midst of it, you would feel that pressure. You would feel that stress. You would feel that anxiety because the whole world is watching. Maybe not the whole world, but I think the whole world was watching. Were you watching? Did you watch the Queen's funeral? And because of that, in the midst of it, you will feel overwhelmed. But guess what? Everything comes to an end. So the Queen's funeral came to an end. It was an elaborate, huge event, but it came to an end. So anything that you are doing, anything that you are involved in, any challenge that you are faced with right now, that you are having to push yourself to try and achieve, remember that it will come to an end. So in the midst of what you're going through, give it your all. Push yourself. Do your best. Because then you will look back and say, wow, I did that. I always like saying this, by the way. In a lot of my videos, I say the same thing. That you will be put in situations that perhaps are challenging and are overwhelming. And you want to get out of those situations. But know that you will get out of them. Because time will pass. Time is constantly moving. It does not stand still. And because of that, know that any situation that you are in, it is not permanent. Even if you're at a high right now and it's all wonderful and everything is like roses and all that kind of stuff, that will not last too. So in the peaks and the valleys of our life, we have to embrace it. And we mustn't try and avoid it and escape it. We have to live in it, because peaks and valleys are a sign of a healthy life, chosen ones. And for us especially, with these peaks and valleys, sometimes they're so extreme, because who much is given, much is expected. Now correct me if I've said that right or wrong. Correct me if I've said that wrong, but if I've said that right, then that's all good as well. But what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot expected from you. There is a lot you have been put on this earth to do. Your mission is one that is like heavy. And because of that, you've had to go through these challenging times to be able to handle what God has in store for you. Are you ready? Are you ready to take on the peaks and the valleys that are expected, that are a symbol of a healthy life, that everybody has to experience? Or are you going to avoid it and run from it and not face it? Because chosen ones, just like a healthy heartbeat on a monitor, where it's steady up, it's a sign of a healthy heart. But if it's just one straight line constantly, it's a sign of no life. Okay? And so you do not want your life to be a straight line. Your life will be ups and downs, peaks and valleys, highs and lows. And chosen one, is up to you to have the right attitude in those particular circumstances to deal with every situation that you're faced with. But know that in every situation that you're faced with, God is with you. He is ahead of you. He is behind you. He's above you. He's below you. He's around you. He surrounds you. and He is, embracing you and guiding you, showing you which way to go. Trust and believe. Have faith that in everything, in your highs and in your lows, you are being guided and you are safe. And everything's beautiful and everything's perfect and everything is wonderful and you are blessed and you are lucky and just fortunate to be alive and living and here today. So, chosen ones, peaks and valleys are a beautiful thing and they're a sign of a healthy life. So embrace it. My name is Anita and I'm so happy to have brought this video to you today. Chosen ones, just lift your spirit and know that everything is okay. And everything is like becoming beautiful and bright and bold if it's not already for you. But keep taking those steps. If there's something that you know that you haven't done, I encourage you to do it. Take hold of it and just achieve your goals and challenge yourself. Stretch yourself. I want to wish you all the best. I want to give you all the encouragement that I can give you. And I'm sending you lots of love, chosen ones. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the subscribes. Thank you for all your love. Thank you for all the encouragement. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.